Today on the podcast, I wanted to talk to you about a marketing strategy that you may or may not be using inside your business, but I wanted to share with you the absolute power of this marketing strategy. The marketing strategy is, of course, the direct message. Hey, welcome to the Small Business Made Simple podcast, brought to you by socialmediaandmarketing.com.au. Being in business is never easy, but it can be simple, or at least simpler. Join me, your host Jen Donovan, every week where we focus on marketing, social media, and working towards simplifying your business. You with me? Let's do this.
Dream it big, 'cause someone out there listening. Everyone's got a voice to give, and it's time I heard you whistling, 'cause there's no point at all, in dreaming small.
Hey there, my fabulous listener. Welcome to episode 80 of the Small Business Made Simple podcast. Thank you, as always, for lending me your ears today. I know there are lots of choices out there, and so I really appreciate you making me one of them. If you're a first-time listener, then hey, super welcome to you. I'm so pleased to have you here. I am the host, of course, Jen Donovan, and it's my job via this podcast and my social media and pretty much everywhere else that I hang out to make your business life simpler. I'm a thought leader when it comes to marketing here in Australia, and I'm a marketing strategist for small business. Why? Well, because I know that business can be lonely, hard, sometimes it's really complicated, and it's rarely easy, but it definitely should be simple, or at least simpler. So that is my commitment to you on the so-named Small Business Made Simple podcast. One way that I can really help make your life a little bit simpler, besides listening to this awesome podcast, is by joining my group, the Like-Minded Business Owners, on Facebook. It's that one-stop shop where you can ask questions and get answers and really just enjoy the journey of being in business with other like-minded business owners. If you haven't joined the Like-Minded Business Owners group on Facebook, then head over there and just simply search Like-Minded Business Owners, or you can go to my show notes and find the link there. Of course, the show notes for this episode are at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/80. This episode has been brought to you by my new mini marketing makeover workshop. I think given everything that we've gone through in the past 6 months, it's really time to knuckle down and have a really strategic look at our marketing. In this little workshop, which is actually a webinar, we go through the 4 essential marketing ingredients for business success. We look at your messaging, your methodology, your marketing strategy, and of course, your mindset. These 4 key marketing ingredients, if done well, will actually propel your business from the current state, which is actually where your business is now, to your desired state, which means, the desired state of you reaching those freaking business goals that you've set for yourself, that you really want to take your business to. It's free. It's mini, but it is exactly what your business might need right now to get it in tip-top shape to take on the rest of 2020. The mini marketing makeover workshop will be held on Tuesday, the 14th of July from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and that is, of course, Australian Eastern Standard Time. I will do a recording of it, so if you can't make it live, then you can sign up and get the replay. But of course, if you do manage to make it live, you can ask any questions that you might have going through as well. Thanks to all the business owners, the awesome business owners that have already taken action and signed up. I can't wait to see you there. The link, of course, is in the show notes at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au. /80, or of course you can go to bit.ly, so bit.ly/mini marketing makeover and join now. This week, I'm actually going to share with you, as I mentioned at the very start, one of the best marketing strategies for 2020. Yep, I'm going to put it out there. I'm calling it one of the best marketing strategies. It's something that I've been doing for a while now, and admittedly, I'm still working on it all the time because we can all improve our marketing. Each time we do something, we look at the results and we work out whether or not this marketing strategy is worth doing inside our business. But I can tell you the results that I have from this particular marketing strategy have been outstanding, and I've been getting amazing success from it. So I wanted to share this strategy with you so that you might actually start using it in your business as well if you aren't using it already. But before I get into the strategy itself, I wanted to quickly put a fence around the words results and success, because what I think are good results and successful might be very different to what you think are good results and successful. So what does success look like to me? As you might know, if you've been in my world a while, I'm all about the H to H, the human to human marketing. It's like my number one strategy for 2020 and pretty much beyond, because it's hands down, no doubt whatsoever, the one strategy that I have embraced and that is really helping me grow my business. So building a community is one huge measure of success for me. If you can't build a community that know, like, and trust you, it doesn't matter whether this community is online or offline, business is going to be a slog for you. Community and your network contribute directly to your bottom line. So if your bottom line is looking a bit shaky, then start putting some effort and energy into building your community and building a network of both peers and clients. Now, I don't want to sound too harsh, because business in 2020 is a freaking slog anyway. Community or no community. I get that. I'm not trying to make you feel bad for that. But as I record this, of course, our country is starting to head back into lockdown again from this pandemic, or at least we're the part of the world that I'm in. But I wanted to share with you my measure of hardship, because at the moment things are hard, but I have a measuring stick for hardship, and it comes from my beautiful clients, Deb and Nipper, who have DC on the Lake Caravan Park in Mulwala in New South Wales, and they are my measure stick for hardship, because you see, they had their caravan park almost 6 years ago completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. A tornado ripped through their park and took absolutely everything in its path. But they've rebuilt literally from the ground up, and now they have this amazing business, and they say that they would never have the business they have today if it wasn't for the worst, best thing that ever happened to them. That's what they describe the tornado as, the worst, best thing that ever happened to them. I'm not being complacent. Clearly there was enormous amount of tears and a huge struggle, but they would never have got where they are now without going through the fact that their park was completely destroyed. So they just are my measure of whether or not we are going through hardship. And I know in coronavirus, that is something that I have said over and over again. Coronavirus 1,000% sucks. But if Deb and Nipper, or Deb and Craig, I should say, can build their diamonds from their dirt, then I'm pretty sure we can too. You know, they lost all their infrastructure and rebuilt. Coronavirus sucks 1,000%, but our infrastructure hopefully will still be there. And all we need to do is attract back those clients and customers. And hopefully, because we've been building a community around them, that will be a tiny bit easier. So I know I've completely digressed from my original thought, but I just wanted to share that story with you to encourage you and inspire you, and, you know, just talk about the fact that community does matter. And that is a big measure of success for me. So back to the strategy I actually wanted to share with you all. The strategy, of course, as I mentioned earlier, is direct messaging. So DM marketing or message marketing. DM marketing, which DM obviously stands for direct message, is so powerful, and its power is only going to grow as our marketplace becomes more and more crowded and noisy. If you want to stand out from the crowd, if you want to stand out in a noisy marketplace, you need to be human, you need to have a human voice, and you need to have a human face. And I know you might be eye rolling about this because I talk about human to human marketing so often, but I can guarantee you that direct message marketing is one of the most underutilized marketing strategies out there in the business world. Here's just a couple of ways that I use message marketing to build my community, which is one of my measures of success, don't forget, on a couple of different platforms. So let's take Instagram to start with. So sending a message, this is kind of a couple of things that I do. So sending a message to every new non-private account that follows me. So anytime someone follows me, I will send them a message. And the message can be quite a simple message. It doesn't need to be war and peace. It can just basically say something like, "Hi, thanks for the follow. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Have a great week. Thanks again for following me, Jen." It can be something really quite simple. Always try and look for their name though. So rather than saying, "Hi, thanks for the follow," it's like, "Hi, Jan. Hi, Pete. Hi, Sam," whatever that might be. Try and humanize it as much as you possibly can. Or if you can find some common ground by looking at their profile, then write about that in your message to a new connection as well. Or of course, there's always a next level, isn't there? The next level is to send a voice message or maybe even a quick video to your new follower. You can send a quick video through DMs on Instagram just by clicking the camera the camera button within the platform and holding it down. So if you just click it, it'll take a photo, but if you hold it down, it will actually record a little small video. So people respond to DMs, and I really think that it's something that you should be embracing in your business. Of course, on the flip side of that, make sure you always respond to DMs sent to you. Always make sure you respond to DMs sent to you, not just with thanks, but try to engage them in some sort of a conversation. Say thanks and maybe ask for their thoughts around something or their ideas, or, have a look at their profile and create a whole conversation around something that, you have in common with this person. Really start building that know, like, and trust factors through your DMs on Instagram. LinkedIn can be quite similar, although there are a couple of pitfalls with LinkedIn. So when we're reaching out to other people, so when we are connecting with other people on LinkedIn, LinkedIn makes it super easy for us just to have a look and go connect. And we could connect with 20 people on LinkedIn in probably about 10 seconds flat. But my message to you is that's a no-no. We need to stop doing that. We need to send them a personalized message as well. LinkedIn does make this really quite simple, but it's an extra step. And I can guarantee you, not many people take this extra step. So again, if we're going back to standing out in a noisy and crowded marketplace, then this is definitely a marketing strategy that is going to hit or tick that box for you. But we need to be authentic about it. When we're sending direct messages to people, or connection messages as this may be, to people that may have never heard of us before, we need to make sure that we are being authentic and genuine about it. My idea is that you would write a little script that might go something like this. "Hey Jen, I see that we have some fabulous connections on LinkedIn. I'd love it if we could connect too. Always looking for fabulous people, insert maybe fabulous rural women, fabulous rural business owners, fabulous women, fabulous leaders, whatever that might be, to connect with. I hope you're having a fabulous week, Pete." Just something, fresh, easy, short, but punchy. And it just makes the person just have a little tiny warm and fuzzy that you took the time to not only press the connect button, to actually personalize that message. I guarantee you will get a better response and really start building those know, like, and trust factors from the very beginning that you start this new connection. Maybe you could even get a little bit more creative than my message and have a look at that, things that you might have in common with this person, or maybe you have a genuine reason for wanting to connect with this person, and therefore you should say that as well. But just remember, it needs to be authentic, because it's very easy to spot the non-genuine ones. Now, vice versa to that is when someone has asked to connect with you. So whether or not they've just pressed the connect button or whether they've sent you a message, it doesn't matter. We need to message them back. We need to start this conversation with them. We need to start a conversation with whatever feels right. Maybe we ask them something or bring up a topic or really just say thank you for the connection. So if someone reaches out on LinkedIn to connect with you, don't just accept and move on. Accept and send them a little message, again, regardless of whether or not they've sent you a message. Of course, next level. There's always a next level, isn't there? You can actually send a voice message or a video of yourself on LinkedIn as well saying, hey, thanks so much for reaching out and connecting, or whatever it is that you want to say. I must admit, it gets a little bit harder when you're using LinkedIn on a desktop as opposed to a mobile. I think sending a voice message and video messages on desktop isn't a function at this point, but you can always upload a pre-recorded video that you might want to upload and send. But, that's not quite the genuineness that we're looking for. We're looking for something that is just purely for them. So we've just clicked the record button and we've sent them something. So we're mentioning their names and things like that. I can tell you that LinkedIn people, I find especially more so than Instagram people, are completely blown away that someone is actually taking the time to write to them, talk to them, or send them a video. If you want to stand out on LinkedIn, oh my gosh, this is such a way to do it. And it's a huge way to do it as well. I cannot encourage you enough that if you want to stand out in a crowded, noisy marketplace, then having a DM strategy or a direct message strategy will allow you to do that, or will allow you to stand out in a noisy and crowded marketplace. So finally, on Facebook. Now, I have to say, so Messenger is the platform that you would send messages to in Facebook, but Facebook doesn't lend its hand much to H2H, human-to-human messaging like LinkedIn and Instagram does. You don't get notifications on your Facebook saying, John Brown Flowers liked your page, or John Brown liked your page, which of course would trigger you then to go and send them a message. You just don't get those sorts of notifications on your Facebook. So it doesn't allow you to have that trigger to go and send them a direct message. And of course, Messenger also doesn't let you as a business owner send someone a message, a private person a message, unless they've messaged you first. So Messenger makes it a little bit harder to allow us as business owners to start these human-to-human conversations with them on their platform. And of course, if you send someone a message on Messenger as well and you're not friends with them, it doesn't come up in their Messenger. It comes up in, I think, the top left-hand corner or something. And if they never look up there, then they might never see your message. I know a couple of times I've been in there. It's like, ooh, I didn't see that message from that person, because we aren't friends on Facebook. So I think that maybe Facebook need to up their game with their human-to-human marketing as well. If Facebook happen to be listening to my podcast, I think this is something you need to work on, because human-to-human marketing, is growing and it's a huge movement. And I think that it's definitely a strategy that you need to be implementing in your business. Most of my human-to-human marketing, or my H2H marketing on Facebook, is actually done through my like-minded business owners group, to be honest. I love having conversations on Messenger with people and family and friends and community members, but it's quite clunky to initiate them as opposed to in a closed group like I have. So Facebook might not be the best place to embrace the power of the direct message as a strategy you can initiate, but the principles of human-to-human marketing, like building know, like, and trust with someone who's taken some steps to reach out to you, still very much apply. So make sure, even on Facebook, you are still answering any messages or any comments for any new potential or past customers or clients that you might have. Now, I have to say, straight up, the power of the direct message that we've been talking about today is not really a selling strategy. It's more of a marketing strategy. It's not to say that you can't sell. It's just to say it's more about building community and relationships and creating a network than what it is about selling. Micro conversions and small calls to actions are perfect in direct message conversations. Come and buy this now? Not so much. Unless that product that you're trying to sell them is going to solve the exact problem you are talking to them about in the direct message, then being salesy isn't the best strategy to have. It's not the best place for a salesy strategy. Think of DMs like a date. You don't ask someone to marry you on the first date, just like you probably shouldn't ask someone for the sale in the first message. Micro conversions and small calls to actions, like I said, are fine. They're perfect. They might be part of your sales funnel, but going in for the kill, going in for the direct sale, not necessarily the strategy that I would invite you to be using as far as the direct message strategy goes. All right, so if you're on the fence and you're listening to this, but you're still sitting on the fence and thinking, really, Jen, really, is it that powerful? All I can say is try it. As my, little kids used to say when they were little, I double dare ya. Just give it a go. I know that it's time consuming. It is a little bit more time consuming than perhaps some of the other strategies that you might have. But if you really want to up your marketing game, then this will be one of the best things you implement into your marketing in 2020. I 100% guarantee it. So if you've got any questions, I would probably normally say head into the Facebook group and ask away. But you know what? This podcast is all about direct messaging. So don't head into Like-Minded Business Owners and ask your questions. Head to Instagram and send me a question via DM. I'm at Small Business Made Simple, or head to LinkedIn and do the same. You'll find me at Jen Donovan. Head in there and let's have a look at how this strategy looks like in real life. And I can help walk you through it if you have any queries or questions, of course. But that's it for episode 80. I will, of course, be back next Thursday with another great episode to help you simplify your business in 2020. Don't forget to sign up for the mini marketing makeover on the 14th of July. That link again is bit.ly/mini marketing makeover. Or, of course, head to the show notes at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/80. If you're enjoying this podcast, which hopefully because you've listened this far, you are, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and share this episode with another superstar business owner who's doing that daily grind, who would really appreciate someone making their business life a little bit simpler or hearing about the power of the direct message. If you've got 2 minutes to leave me a rating and a review about the show, I would be so, so grateful for that. I love creating this free weekly content, but I also love to know that you're loving listening to it as well. I will, of course, be back next Thursday, like I said, for episode 81. But in the meantime, let's get social on social, or maybe even hang out in the DMs of Instagram and LinkedIn, and maybe in the Like-Minded Business Owners group for Facebook. But remember, my small business peeps, whatever you do this week, remember, as my opening song says, there is no point in dreaming small.
Tell it like you feel it, say it proud, be true, and let us see you for the star that you are. No point in dreaming small.